Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
How's it going, everybody? Wildman Wes here, and welcome to day 12 of SHOCKTOBERFEST 2024. Today's episode, we're going to be reviewing a movie that's fairly, I wouldn't say new, but it's been around for at least the past 10 years. We are going to be talking about 2012's Some Guy Who Kills People. Yeah, that's the name of the movie. It's very interesting, very psychological. The movie begins where we find out about a young man who was tortured and beaten within an inch of his life by a group of bullies. And eventually it gives him a nervous mental breakdown. He ends up in an institution for some time. And when he comes back, his mom is kind of giving him a lot of grief that he needs to get back on his feet, that he needs to get a job and do all this stuff. He ends up working at an ice cream shop, and he starts putting on this ridiculous mascot outfit. I know how that feels because I've done that before. Anyways, I digress. Well, when he's out working a party in his mascot outfit, he runs into one of the bullies because it happens to be his birthday party. And all hell starts to ensue. The bullies start getting picked off one by one, and we see it in the eyes of this young man where it's pretty much like he's killing them. And then eventually he runs into a woman that has a daughter, and you find out that this woman actually was in the mental institution when he was there, and they had a moment, and now they have a kid. And when the kid finds out that this guy is her father, she starts to form a bond with him. She gets tired of living at her mother's house. She goes and lives with him for a little while and then realizes that he might be a complete and utter maniac. Well, there's a big twist in this one. He's not actually the killer of these bullies. It's actually his best friend who wanted to help him and save him because he saw the beatdown happen years ago and felt guilty that he didn't stop it. So yeah, that's pretty much the movie in a nutshell. Alright, it's time to talk about what I like and what I don't like about the film. What I don't like about the film, I mean, in this situation, it's not that I don't like it, it's more or less I'm kicking myself in the butt for the twist ending. I should have seen it coming. Deep down, I've seen movies like this where the main character that you think is going crazy and killing people is just nothing more than a red herring. Nonetheless, it works. And you know what? The twist, I was actually very impressed with how they did it. The plot is interesting. I mean, granted, the character of the baby mama, she was kind of a flash in the pan. It wasn't believable. I didn't really believe her performance. That's all. That's about all I didn't care for. But other than that, we're going to talk about what I like about this film, the humor in it, the fact that this movie is considered a horror film, but there's not a lot of horror in it. It's more psychological terror, and a lot of it's more of a thriller because you're looking at it through the eyes of the main character and watching him possibly kill these bullies, but the fact of the matter is, it's actually he's watching somebody else kill them, and he's almost like imagining himself doing it, and that's kind of cool. It's very much like a Tyler Durden-esque type situation from Fight Club. I mean, that's the best way I could describe it. But you know what? It works. Now, when it comes to the cast of this film, there are three names that pop up through like the main characters for the most part. We have Kevin Corrigan playing the main character. He's known best for movies like Pineapple Express, Superbad, Slums of Beverly Hills. He's on Grounded for Life. He's been in damn near everything. Speaking of damn near everything, Karen Black plays his mother. Most people in the horror industry know her in the Trilogy of Terror, also playing Mama in the Firefly trilogy movies. I mean, this is awesome. I love that. Another thing that I have to say that I love, Barry Bostwick, Brad Majors himself, plays the sheriff in this movie with all of his bad one-liners and just bad jokes. I mean, he's kind of like the Adam West of horror in this movie. Just making really off-the-cuff remarks and jokes that are just so dry, you're just like, man, I miss Adam West now.
Nobody messes with Adam Wee.
And I made the Rocky Horror reference, and guess what? I'm wearing the shirt. I had to do it. I just had to. Okay, we're going to grade this film now. I'm going to give this one an A-. I mean, I like the fact that they tried to put some form of horror and psychological thriller idea into this movie when it was more just kind of a... It was kind of well, it's a dark comedy, but I mean... There's a lot of melodrama, especially with the main character and his daughter getting to bond and get to know each other. So yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of everything for everybody in this film. Of course, you know, it's not a family film because of all the blood and violence, so hey, tell the kids, if you're going to watch this movie, get out of the room. Watch your Paw Patrol or Care Bears or whatever you watch nowadays. I don't know. Well, we hope you enjoyed this quick little review of Some Guy Who Kills People. Leave a thumbs up, and if you don't agree with me with some of the things I've said, if you've watched this movie, you leave a thumbs down. Also, make sure share on social media, push that little red button, and ding, ding, ding that little notification bell. Until then, I'm Wildman Wes, and we will see you tomorrow for day 13 of Shocktoberfest 2024. Stay scared, and remember, don't bully the person that wears the mascot outfits. You never know what they're going to do to your ice cream.